Add cinnamon to breakfast and this happens. You know that warm, sweet spice sitting in your cabinet? The one you sprinkle on toast without a second thought? Well, buckle up because cinnamon has a story that's part ancient mystery, part medieval drama, and part modern medical marvel. And by the end of this, you'll never look at your morning oatmeal the same way again. Let's start with the obvious question. What exactly is cinnamon? It's not a seed, not a leaf, not a root, it's bark. Specifically, the inner bark of trees from the cinnamomum family. When you peel away the outer bark and let the inner bark dry, it naturally curls into those iconic quills we know and love. But here's where it gets interesting and a little weird. In Egypt, cinnamon was so precious, it was used in embalming rituals. That's right, your French toast topping was once reserved for mummies. Romans burned it on funeral pyres. Apparently nothing says farewell like cinnamon smoke. These weren't just culinary choices, they were statements of wealth and power. But here's the kicker. Nobody in the ancient world actually knew where cinnamon came from. Arab traders spun wild tales of giant birds that built nests out of cinnamon sticks on impossible cliffs. They claimed the only way to harvest it was to trick these mythical birds into dropping the precious bark. Basically the first influencers. The truth? Cinnamon was coming from Sri Lanka and southern India. But the Arab middlemen weren't about to give up their monopoly by revealing trade routes. Cinnamon was worth more than gold, literally. We're talking spicy gold here, and it led to actual wars. European powers, Portugal, the Netherlands and Britain, fought for control of cinnamon-producing regions. The Dutch East India Company once held a monopoly so tight they'd burn excess cinnamon to keep prices artificially high. Imagine being so rich you can literally burn money that smells amazing. Now let's talk about why your body absolutely loves this stuff. Modern science has caught up with ancient wisdom, and the results are pretty remarkable. First up, blood sugar control. Boosts insulin sensitivity, great for type 2 diabetes. A 2003 USDA study found that just half a teaspoon daily could lower blood glucose levels by up to 20%. That's not just seasoning, that's medicine disguised as deliciousness. Beats garlic in antioxidant levels. So much so that it actually beats garlic in antioxidant levels. Those antioxidants fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage. It's like having a tiny bodyguard for your bloodstream. Helps lower cholesterol. Cardiologist's favorite donut topping trademark. I'm calling it the cardiologist's favorite donut topping trademark, though maybe don't quote me on that to your doctor. The antimicrobial properties are impressive too. Fights bacteria and fungi, grandma's tea, which explains why your grandma's cinnamon tea always seemed to cure everything. Early studies link it to slowing Alzheimer's symptoms. Here's where it gets practical for your daily routine. Adding cinnamon to your breakfast isn't just about flavor, it's about setting your entire day up for success. Stabilizes blood sugar, curbs cravings, keeps you full, preventing that mid-morning crash that sends you reaching for more coffee or sugary snacks. It may also curb sugar cravings and help keep you fuller for longer. Cinnamon plus coffee equals energy with less regret, but don't limit yourself to breakfast. Add it to stews, curries, roasted vegetables, anywhere you want warmth and depth. Cinnamon can actually slow down the rate at which food leaves your stomach, helping manage blood sugar spikes after meals. Those ancient Indian and Middle Eastern dishes weren't just tasty, they were medicine. And here's something fascinating. Early studies are linking cinnamon consumption to slowing symptoms of Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases. We're still in the early stages of research, but the compounds in cinnamon appear to help protect brain cells. Your morning cinnamon roll might be doing more than you think. Now, before you start dumping cinnamon on everything, there's one important distinction to make. Cassia has coumarin, can be harmful in large doses. In large doses, coumarin can be harmful to your liver. Ceylon equals true cinnamon, safer for daily use. It's a bit more expensive and harder to find, but if you're planning to make cinnamon a regular part of your routine, it's worth seeking out. From spice wars to your oatmeal bowl, cinnamon equals centuries-old tradition plus daily health boost. When you add that dash to your breakfast tomorrow, remember you're not just seasoning your food, you're participating in a tradition that spans continents and centuries while giving your body a gentle, delicious boost toward better health. Who knew that something so simple could be so extraordinary? Now go forth and cinnamon responsibly. Before you dash off to sprinkle some cinnamon on your porridge, tap that subscribe button and remember, life's a little sweeter when you stick with us. See you in the next video.